At long last, everybody, welcome back to the channel. Hi, George. Stare right in my soul there. Welcome to F1 Manager 24. Welcome to release day. Deviating from what everyone else is doing and focusing on a team that I've done a lot in the series previously in the 22 and 23 installments. Welcome back to Mercedes AMG Petronas Formula One team. Now, I got two favorite teams. I got Mercedes and I got McLaren. McLaren, obviously, they're doing real well this year. And I thought about doing a save with them, but why not go back with Mercedes? They're still in a rebuilding year, and be interesting to run them navigating the challenges ahead. I figured with the challenges ahead of Lewis potentially moving to Ferrari, I don't know if that's programmed in this game or in the save here on build day. Maybe it will be in future builds. I don't know. I haven't checked that menu yet, so what am I talking about? So you got that going on. So we're going to have to figure out a replacement for Lewis eventually. Got a car with a brand new concept to it, but apparently it's still only, let's go right here, the fourth best car on the grid. But we got a great HQ, great staff, great drivers. We'll see how the drivers are if Lewis does leave. I'm going to try keeping him if I can. And yeah, our season objective is still going to be second. I think that's a little optimistic. Long-term objective, Constructors Champion. Yeah, obviously we could do that. Starting balance high. No, hang on. I just put my real name here. That's my real last name, Principal. Go. Okay. Career difficulty. See, I kind of don't want to be. Let's just do it standard. Okay. Experience manager. Don't want to make it too hard, especially who knows how the difficulty is here. But if it gets too easy, hopefully we can crank that up later. Hopefully. Okay. So overall, Lewis is a 90, George is 87, and they get updated their headshots. Both of them, brand new feature is this mentality. And the thing is, both of them are feeling pretty negative. Personal situation, contract salary, contract bonuses, unhappy with the car performance. We're going to work on that most definitely. How many years does he have on his contract? Where's also the training deal? Development rate average, just going to kind of balance them out, I guess. Yeah, we'll do that. Soulib's gonna improve those. Gonna have $19 million in the bank. 11 days to Sakhir for the Bahrain Grand Prix. 2 years left on his contract. Lewis, 10 months left on his contract. And you know what? It doesn't say he's going to Ferrari just yet. So that's going to be something to keep in mind for later. What other drivers do we got? Marcus Dudley paired with George, 10 months left on his contract. He's enthusiastic. Bono, neutral on his contract, 10 months left with Lewis. Have to pay attention to that for sure. Staff, the crew, training them, 10 days left. I think we got to upload that schedule here in a little bit. Ron Meadows, sporting director, 10 months left on his contract. He's feeling pretty good. Got Jared Murphy, head of Aero, 10 months left on his contract. 10 months left on James Allison's contract. Both of them pretty good. May revisit those. Scouting, don't want to mess with that just yet. Cars. All right, both drivers are not quite happy. So you know what we're going to do? We're going to try getting a part done here pretty quick. In terms of grid, not great on top speed, not great on acceleration. But good on tire preservation. That's good. And that's a new feature for this season, it looks like. Cornering, need to work on those. What we're going to do is I'm hoping this is going to be like previous installments where you just dump everything into cornering and everything's okay. But let's do a side pod design here. At 4.5 mega allocation unit hours available. Don't want to burn them all just yet. Maybe 3 of them. Wind tunnel hours have 60. Going to dump 45 into there. How about that? Design focus. Durability. Do have mechanical failures in the game now, so gonna have to worry about those for sure. Engine cooling. Don't want to necessarily focus on that. Kind of hoping. Dump a lot in the drag reduction. And that should still help the cornering as well. Open anyway. You know what? Dial this back just a smidge. Minimum lifespan. Here's the thing. It's not really improve the acceleration, but be a bit of a problem. Let's see. So intense will give us a higher expertise towards the future. And yeah, we're dumping $3 million into the cost cap early here, but so be it. Going to work on that. Also going to work on... How about... underfloor. Dump the rest of our hours into that. Okay. Airflow sensitivity. Lifespan. Yeah, dump those out. It's not going to help the acceleration much, but hopefully it's enough. Also do intense there. Be ready after Bahrain, so we have what we have for Bahrain. Hopefully that'll get us off to a good start here. Let's see. Other things we got to go on right now. Oh yeah, China's in the game now. Yay. Sponsor negotiations are coming up. Sim ahead. All right, jumped ahead a little bit to sponsor negotiations. Let's take a look here. Bit different in this year's installment. Let's see, upfront package. That's 27 million upfront. Engagement package. Let's see, they want VIP activities. I really hope I'm doing this okay. Let's see. I want to go with bigger ones here. Race day package, that could be nice. And I think I'm almost kind of clicking on my random here. Engagement package, okay, that's a good one. Another engagement package. It's good. Those are good. Oh, I guess they're all the same thing. Okay. Guess we'll confirm those. Hopefully I'm doing this right. I really, really hope I do. Total funding, 97 million. Performance reliance, moderate preference, VIP activity, engagement, race day. Hopefully that's good. Hopefully that's good. Hopefully. Anyways. 39 million in the bank right now. What we're going to do, work on some facilities for sure. How much to upgrade the factory? That's a lot. Science center, wind tunnel, gonna need to improve that. Get to work on there. Convention simulator. Work on that. Staff. And we are also going to work on helipad. Memorabilia room. That's also another cheap one. Really, all these are cheap, so let's just kind of upgrade them all. How about that? Weather center, maybe wait on that a little bit. Hospitality area, wait on that. Things we got going on now. Let's do some scouting, shall we? Drivers. So we're going to need to look for potential replacement. I know Verstappen's in real life had some stuff going on there. Actually, scouting seems to be a lot quicker now. Fantastic. Lando. It'd be interesting to pull the driver over from McLaren. See if we do that. Guess we'll also take a look at Piastri. So those are all set. Sponsor plan. Oh boy. Mandatory activities, CFD simulator advert. Engagement activities. They want VIP activity. Race weekend hospitality. Sporting director talks. Their sponsors really want VIP activities here. Guided tours. Mentality. George will do a non-race appearance. What else? Let's just do that. Firm, begin sponsor plan. Engagement target. Oh, we're not meeting it. Okay. We're doing it now? No, still a little more? Okay. Guided tours. Guess we gotta do a factory tour. Oh boy. This is a 6-week plan, so I guess we gotta just kind of keep dealing with this stuff here. Anywho, I don't think practice has changed, so I'm gonna kind of get through that as quick as I can here. Hey, Lewis, a bit happier now. George, not so much, so... Oh well. Anyways, gonna go through practice, and I'll see you in time for qualifying in Bahrain. Actually, hang on. End of preseason testing results. Anything? Anything there? Okay, no, just tells us where we're at. Tire preservation is going to be our strength. Acceleration, not so much. Now we're off to Bahrain. All right, here's a quick look-see at how we are after practice. Both drivers pretty happy with the setup. Track acclimatization. I am never going to get that word right. I haven't in 2 years. I'm not going to get it right now. That's looking decent. Car parts knowledge. That's the best we could do. Didn't want to turn too many laps in practice. We're about on pace with everyone else in terms of laps turned. Don't want to put too much stress on the engine from the get-go here. Driver preparation. George at 77%. Lewis at 81%. Lewis's neutral mentality got him at the top of the charts in P2, so might be back here. I'm not sure. Feeling pretty confident of us getting into Q2. Also, mechanics in terms of ordering the car what to do in terms of pushing tires, pushing fuel, or pushing the engine, as looks rather unchanged. So with that, probably going to sim ahead to the end of the Q1 results. We'll probably hop in and watch the car around the track for Q2 and Q3. All right, Q1 in the books here, and my biggest takeaway, hey, look, Checo's actually in P2. We're about a second off the pace. That's about what I was expecting. I think we're about the 4th fastest team. Did want to mention the driver expectations for the weekend. Expect both drivers to finish 10th. I think that's easily doable. Lewis, I think his mid-range expectation was P8. I figure I'd just play a little conservative there. Have him do P10. George, that's about right on target for P10. Lewis P8, George P11 after Q1. Eliminated there Magnussen, Ocon, Sargent, Zhou Guanyu, and Pierre Gasly. Again, Red Bull 1-2. Then for the second fastest team, it's probably going to be a battle between Ferrari and McLaren. I think we should be faster than the Astons, but hopefully that's not famous last words here. Currently back in the paddock. Lewis currently P6, George P7. Pretty happy with both right here. Going to send both out for another lap, though, on the same set of tires. Just want to keep a fresh set for Q3 here. Currently on the outside looking in, you got Bottas. Both the Aston Martins, who I expect will improve. It's actually a pretty tight margin there for elimination. I think Lewis will be safe, but George definitely have to go back out. Gonna send both out though. Sunny on the, or cloudy on the track. Temperature's going up though. Hope you turn in a pretty good lap. Let's get him out there. Get Lewis out there. Watching George on his final flyer here at 2x speed. Currently outside looking in. Alonso bumped him out. He's 0.3 ahead. Looking for green there for Sector 1. So far, so good for George. Lewis also green Sector 1. That should be pretty good. Verstappen currently ahead over Norris and Leclerc. George needs to keep improving. There you go. Sector 2, very good. Hulkenberg jumps him for 11th. Bumps up to P8, very good. Only a few hundredths behind Lewis. Lewis not improving in Sector 2. but over the line. Stay right where he is in P7. Alonso's going to be eliminated. Stroll bumped in, it looks like. Ricardo already completed his lap. He's on the outside looking in. Bottas, don't think he's going to be able to do anything. Albon Hulkenberg also out there. Albon's done. Bottas also eliminated. So eliminated there, Ricardo, Alonso, Hulkenberg, Albon, and Bottas. Very good. Lando up in P1. All right, everyone's back in here. Verstappen completing his first lap here. Actually gonna wait until he comes across the line. Not too pleased with how we're doing so far. I might actually keep the same tires on. Verstappen goes P3. Carlos Sainz currently holding the lead. Hello. Now, likely strategy here, actually. Yeah, likely strategy here is going to be going 2 stints on the soft, one stint on the medium. So it might be wise to keep these as fresh as possible. I don't think we're going to improve much with George anyway. Lewis probably will get jumped by Piastri. I think we'll gamble, put Lewis on the fresh set, but keep George on the old set. It's going to be sunny through the rest of the session. Well, less cloud cover. I mean, there's no sun out right now anyway, so just have to wait and see there. Skip ahead a little bit. All right, let's send him out. Here we are from the new chopper cam. Brand new to this year's installment. Your regular lap speed. George across the line first. Got improved from P10. Lewis has to improve from P6. Again, I think only Piastri is going to jump him. Tsunoda and Stroll should stay down there, though. And George the only one out there on scuffs, just planning ahead for Sunday. Piastri improving, Perez improving from P5, Piastri green sector 2, Lewis green sector 1, George not improving. Probably should have went with fresh rubber there. All right, Checo jumps up to P4. Let's see if Leclerc will jump him back. As George should be ending sector 2, not improving there. Should have thrown on the fresh tires. That's on me. Again, just kind of planning ahead here. All right, so Leclerc stays P5. Tsunoda, he's who I'm concerned about right now. George cross line stays P10.
P10. Yeah, copy.
Lewis stays P7. Let's see what Tsunoda does here.
P7.
Skip ahead a little. Doesn't look like Stroll's going to jump us. Tsunoda, I don't think will either. He stays P8. All right, going to be starting P7 with Lewis, P10 with George. On pole. Well, let's see what Verstappen does here. I think he can probably take it if he doesn't pull in the pits here. And Max Verstappen on pole over Sainz and Norris. All right, cloudy conditions here. With that, definitely think we're going to start George. Well, I was originally actually planning on starting George on the medium tire. See how long we can push through there. It's going to be cloud. Well, it's not going to be cloud to the very end. I think we will go with that. We'll have George start on the medium, do soft. Lewis, though, could go soft, medium, soft. Or just soft, medium. We kind of play around there. Can't really go wrong with either, can we? I don't think so. Okay. Fuel, going to be maxed out there. Driving options. And deploy from the get-go. Then we got to watch the engine temps for wear and everything. And also got to be wary of the tires because Bahrain, even though the sun's not out, they can heat up pretty quick and really damage the wear. So let's, hello, you didn't select the right one. There you go. Much better. Let's get going. Lewis starting from the softs. George starting from the mediums. Let's head to the Bahrain Grand Prix. Crowd strike. Oh. Oh. I got a story about them. I deal with them at work in a sense, and that was a fun week. It's gonna be fun when you all discover this like video like months down the road, or for those of you that do, and you're gonna go, "What the hell is he talking about?" But I digress. Anyways, here we go. Looks like Verstappen started on the mediums. Both Red Bulls on the mediums, actually. All right, off we go. I guess fuel-wise, so it changed to engine temperature rather than fuel, I believe. That's rather interesting. Battle assist automatically toggled now. That's very good. Driver confidence. Medium for George, so we're not going to push with him. Also medium with Lewis. Quick look at everyone's strategy. Signs on scuffed softs. Only cars in the mediums are Red Bulls, Stroll in 8th, George and Tsunoda, and Kevin Magnussen. Cars on scuffed softs are Alonso and Sainz. George up around Tsunoda, up into P10 already. That's very good. Just kind of set the leader interval right now. Right along with George, or Lewis. I love the Mercedes livery this year. I really do. The hybrid silver and the black. Just perfect. Anyway, it's a bit sunny out right now. George a little bit off Ricardo, but Ricardo is on softs right now. A little bit of defense up there. Verstappen trying to defend from Sainz. Sainz on the tire advantage with the softs. He's going to go for the lead. He's got it. Ooh, there's the fuel calculator. All right, just go medium for now. Let's back off the fuel a little bit. All right, now we'll switch to the interval. Keep pushing with Lewis for now.
Just introduce a little bit of lift and coast.
Yeah, actually, be careful with the ERS as well. Let's be careful of the tires. Let's try and back them off a little bit as tire temps are already getting a little high for Lewis. Actually, George, let's push on a little bit.
Keep these as cool as possible.
So George has permission to push. Lewis just trying to keep the temps in check right now. As up front, looks like Verstappen got right back around Carlos. A little two-car breakaway, though. That's Checo up around Lando with the help of DRS. As Ricardo, meanwhile, gets up around Lewis. We could stay with him. Just get a little DRS train going. Yellow flag on track on turn or in lap 3. Oh, for the lead. Ooh, that was weird. Carlos took a swipe of Verstappen. I don't know if Verstappen got a piece of that, but Carlos went wide. Kind of a weird incident there. Ferrari paddock, not too pleased, as I imagine. Imagine his tires are going to be pretty angry here. As Carlos slipped to P6, his tire's definitely worn now. He's out DRS range from Piastri. Sainz has damage. All right. Let's see if Lloyd get up there.
Overtake press. Overtake press.
Lewis keeping away from Ricardo right now. Ricardo does have DRS open. That incident investigation between Sainz and Verstappen. No incidents or no penalties given. Lewis probably going to get within DRS detection range here. Don't need to burn up much ERS. Snowden gets on past.
Got a long seven car behind.
That's okay. Careful the tire temps there.
And if you can just cool the tyres as much as you can.
Should have DRS open here.
Just think about the management. You can just increase it just a fraction.
Graphics not open, but it is activated. Careful with the tires again. Should get a nifty little pass done here on Carlos. I noticed the wing's not fully staying up there. That's rather interesting. There you go. Good pass there. 5 seconds off the lead. Tires still looking very good. Keeping the temps in check. First car into the pits on lap 14 is the Haas Nico Hulkenberg. Wasn't really a threat to the points there. Speaking of points, had a nice little scrap with Fernando Alonso with George on the medium tires. Tires have prevailed. Alonso's softs getting quite worn. Our tires are a bit better than Stroll. We're about in DRS range there. Let's see. Hulkenberg swapped onto the mediums, exiting the pit lane. As gets passed by Joe, who had an off, didn't pit, so interesting to see who else comes into the pits. Leclerc's softs getting quite worn from P2. He's trailing Verstappen, the leader, by 3 seconds. Quick status report. Sainz still fighting with us. We're 6 seconds clear of Ricciardo, though, and 6 seconds behind Piastri and the little front runner group up there. Keeping on with the tires. Might switch to the softs at the end, or in the middle here. We'll see. Right now, tires looking pretty good. Tires looking great with George right now. Just trailing Stroll. See if we can slap on deploy. Get a nice little overtake here.
Overtake is available.
Copy.
Is defending. Keep cross on back. There we go. Gonna be battling with him for a little bit. See if we go to Ricciardo as well, who is on the softs. And Charles Leclerc comes to the pits from P2 as pit window's now open for Lewis as well. Gonna go right to the softs. Gonna lose about 22 seconds. So 34 seconds, probably about what we're looking at. Could pit Lewis right now. Going to the scuff softs or going to the mediums here. Might be a little early though. But I think we should have clear track if we do pit him.
P5. You've got a Piastri.
As Leclerc comes out behind Stroll in the Aston Martin sandwich. As George has caught up to Ricciardo. Slap on a little bit of ERS here.
Overtake available.
So we put some distance on him. As Lewis nice and clear as signs right now. Probably keep pushing on to see if we keep the fresh set of softs on the car as long as possible. Looks like George doing a pretty good job playing keep away right now. Hopefully it stays that way. Push a little bit on the engine, see if we get out of DRS range. Not fully doing it, but at least Stroll's kind of off from Ricciardo right now. Or, yeah, as Leclerc gets around Stroll, he'll be charged back to the front.
Yeah, he did get DRS.
So be it. Gonna take a look. Good defense right there. Probably not worry about that right now. because Leclerc's about to get us both anyway. Lando Norris, the lead McLaren now pitting. Sainz just heads into the pits as well. Soft tires going back on the lead McLaren. Sainz, I imagine, is going to try jumping us. He's going to switch into the mediums right there. That seemed like a slower stop for the trailing Ferrari. I think our bail's going to be jumping Carlos here, so maybe he won't answer the call just yet. Claire gets around George. Just keep pressing on for now, I suppose. So he's not exactly our competition at this point, but issue for the pits, or issue in the pits for Stroll. Left front tire not going on.
Struggling to tighten that one.
Sucks for you. But gonna be bringing Lewis into the pits now. I think we're going to switch it up. We're going to go to the scuffs. We'll go to the mediums at the end. Maybe get a little bit of a jump on Carlos this way. Should exit the pits right around where he's at. Maybe right between himself and Yuki Tsunoda. Alright, so Verstappen in the pits. Here we go, Lewis now in. So Checo's going to lead here for a little bit. Leclerc should get the undercut. Jump Verstappen there. Here we go. 2.7. See where that shakes out. Leclerc does get the undercut.
Watch the yellow line on exit.
All right, 8th fastest stop. I can do better. Yes, Sainz gets past. Tsunoda right behind on the old mediums.
Sainz gap 2.8. Tsunoda coming. The 1.0 behind.
George going to keep out further right now. Obviously, we're going to switch to the fresh softs very soon, but he's clear of Piastri. Only we pit him, he'll be out behind Ricardo.
So we are P8.
But
Sainz
should be fine right now. Should be clear of the Astons at least. We're at lap 23. Piastri's caught up on his fresh set of mediums. And Carlos actually catching us as well. Checking the gaps. I think that was going to be the optimal time to bring in George for his first set of sticker softs.
Sainz, car behind.
That should be happening here in a little bit. Everything's shaking out. Leclerc leading over Norris and Verstappen.
Yes, Fox.
Verstappen has the fresher softs of anybody, though. Leclerc's are the most worn. So we're just about approaching halfway here in Bahrain. Pretty happy with how things are going so far. Lewis has a nice little gap there. Oh, we got pushed wide by Carlos. Oh, that might come to anything. That's something brand new for this year's installment, looks like. But here's George in the pit lane. Sticker softs on. Problem on the left rear. Lost about 2 seconds there.
Apologies.
And who's that having an issue in the pits?
All right, so I think might get out ahead of Stroll still. Just barely.
Currently P10. 10.
Got some fresh tires though, so let's get those up to temp.
Stroll car behind.
Should hopefully get out DRS range in a hurry.
So happy to drop lift and coast.
Stroll's tires also about 20% more worn than ours, so we should be able to pull away soon anyway. Everything shakes out. Should be okay here. Should get that last point. Obviously want to do better with George, but can only do so much. Because Lance getting past now. We'll see him again. Nothing much been happening lately. Lap 30 though. Valtteri Bottas goes for a spin, turn 11.
That's not how to do
And
it.
a lot of runoff area there.
They can do about that now.
Things not going well for the Kick Sauber team, or whatever the heck they're called now. I don't remember. I just know they're dead last. Aha. Things still looking good right now. Stroll still has us by 2 seconds. Kind of biding our time with our tires, though. As Lewis about even with Alonso and Perez on tires. Has a nice little spot on his own there in P7. I think everything should work out. Should finish right there once we switch to the mediums.
If you can update
Still ways
yours
away
on the switch.
until doing that, though.
That's still good.
And saving a little on the fuel right now as well, so kind of getting the equilibrium there. Still confident we get George back up there into the points, but I'll sit tight for a little bit. And here we are just a handful of laps later. Get the DRS open as we caught Stroll in a hurry. Past him we go.
Yeah, going.
DRS zone right here. Should pull away. Turned up the wick on the engine. We survived this zone right here. We should be fine. Tires going to get a little hot though, so watch out for that.
Okay, so we just need to get into that management.
Understood.
Should be able to pull away just fine. 30.5 second behind. Hopefully those temps should come on down.
And when you can,
And
feedback
be
on
just
your
fine.
tires.
Meanwhile, just a few laps later, we're staffing back up front. Got around Norris in a hurry. Got around Leclerc. Looks like he's about to lap Logan Sargent. That's done. Tires fresher than Leclerc's. He should be coming to the pit lane very soon for mediums. Again, Verstappen already started on the mediums, so should be able to switch into the softs at the very end here and just power away. I think we're about at that time for Lewis. Let's bring him in for mediums right now. He should slot out right behind Stroll and George. As George still fighting with Lance right now. Not going to get much of an undercut here, but no one too undercut at this point. Sainz just completely jetted away from us. Here we go. 2.7, 2.6. All right, that's a little bit better. The first stop.
Watch the lines on exit.
As Stroll's in the pits.
So Stroll is pitted.
Do we want to pit to cover him off, or do we want to aim for the better tires at the very end? There we go, jumping up to 5th fastest stop of the day.
Currently P10.
Not going to push on the fuel because we're right about equilibrium right there. As Lewis has 2 seconds to get up to George.
Stroll car behind.
Once he gets up to George, we'll just let him on by.
At 1.9.
Lap 39, George making some moves now. Got a nice run on Daniel Ricciardo. Going to move up to P8. Both drivers still have to make a pit stop, but it's good that we're able to get around that head. What are they? Visa app, Cash App. Junior Bowl. That's what we did.
Just give us some tire feedback.
I imagine he's going to try to jump into the pits. He's not going to do it right there. So the question is, do we want to cover him off now? Personally think 19 laps a bit far to go on the softs. Might have to wait a little bit.
Yeah, he did get DRS.
As Lewis at least within DRS range. of George and Daniel, for that matter. Stroll's tires are already at 93%. Verstappen still leading. Leclerc pitted. Is on mediums now. Top three still yet to pit. Currently, Verstappen enjoying a nice and healthy 10-second lead over Norris. Norris now coming into the pits. See you push with George a little bit. See if we get up around him. Here comes Lewis with a pass attempt. Up to P9. There you go. All right, so just about catching up, George. We pit him now. I think the answer is yes. Just get him out of Lewis's way.
So let's just keep these tyres in good condition.
Okay.
Gonzalez on the pits. I have him jumped with Lewis. Carter coming in as well. Hoping that low gap should have him cover off. Just hoping on no mistakes with the pit guns this time. Again, 3.8.
We must be so far behind now.
Well, we jumped Ricardo at least. I guess Ricardo might have had an issue as well. Down the way. Jumped by Stroll. Actually out right behind Stroll. So you know what? This might be okay here. Verstappen now coming into the pits. So hey, we're finishing on the lead lap today. Williams going on. And no mistakes for Verstappen. That should be the victory right there.
They got Ocon behind.
Yeah, Stroll's tire's a bit worn. Not worn enough. I think he's going to be okay. As we cross switch on the mediums, actually. So we should have him cleared. Go. Oh, Verstappen now right behind the clear. That shouldn't be a fight for very long, I don't think. Things definitely looking up now. Not only have we gotten past Stroll, but George making moves up around Fernando Alonso, who's on medium tires, so we should be able to jet away from him still.
We're happy
Not
with the
even on fuel, though, so we're going to wait a little bit, see if the tire difference will just do its own thing. But 2 seconds clear of Stroll for 10th. That's very good. Lewis still in his own little running area. E7. Fernando going to take a look down the inside. Just going to top up some ERS here.
Charge the pack.
We'll make a big, big move here eventually. Fully jet away from him.
Stroll car behind.
Passing the back. There you go. Hopefully that'll do enough. Again, should be able to make a big push here in a little bit. Get him clear. Still over 10 to go, though. As Verstappen now enjoying nearly a 3-second lead over Leclerc. Up front, 1 to go for Max Verstappen. 2-time or 3-time defending series champ. 5 seconds over Charles Leclerc. Further 10 seconds over Lando Norris. No real battles for position on track, except for Pierre Gasly trying to get around Kevin Magnussen for P15. That's probably not going to come to fruition. Got Lewis out over there in Sector 2 still, along with George. George, a nice 9-second gap over Alonso now, and a further 7 seconds over Lance Stroll. Played that beautifully. Thought George just going to have to scrap for P10, but solid effort. 4th fastest team on the grid. I'll take it. Notably, Checo way off. I believe he started... He was about 2nd fastest through the weekend in practice, but he's going to have himself a P6, it looks like.
One more lap.
1 to go officially for Lewis. 1 to go for George as well. There we go. There we go up front, kicking off the 2024 season. Max Verstappen will be your winner in Bahrain. Charles Leclerc across the line, PE2.
Max Verstappen over the finish line and today's winner.
And Lando Norris going to kickstart McLaren's season, much better than the previous season, on the podium. It's going to have 11 cars in lead laps, noted down a lap. Kind of speed things along here. So there we go across the line. Lewis, P7. Out on target.
So we have a checkered flag now. Yeah, we're P7, mate.
And here comes
Real
George,
tough race.
P8. All right, quick recap of the results for Verstappen, your victor with the fast lap, so he maximizes points for the weekend. Podium again, Leclerc, Norris, rest of the top 10, Sainz, Piastri, Perez, Lewis, George, Fernando Alonso, Lance Stroll, Aston Martin wrapping up the top 10. Then you got Ricciardo, Tsunoda, Albon, Hulkenberg, Gasly, up 5 spots. Magnussen, Ocon, Sargent, Bottas, and Zhou Guanyu. Constructors Championship, Red Bull enjoying a 4-point lead over Ferrari. McLaren with 25 points, and we are in 4th with 10. That's 7 points over Aston Martin. Fastest pit stops went to McLaren for the day. Piastri had a 2.4 second stop. Lando 2.5, a thousandth quicker than Esteban Ocon. We're on the board with Lewis, 8th fastest stop of the day. Ferrari and Haas shut out from there. Interesting. Well, we hit our race target for both. 10th for each. Contract bonus was 3rd or higher, so don't have to pay that out. Good on them, I guess. Back to HQ. Upgrade complete for the memorabilia room, as well as the helipad. Let's pump those in early. Going to be a quick turnaround. Jeddah in 4 days for the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix, as ATR Pier is going to open tomorrow, so we'll start cranking out some more upgrades there. Lewis pretty happy with his progress. Good mentality there. George, still not so much. Mentality hub, mostly enthusiastic. Biggest issue, none really. But we'll have to worry about that soon. Piastri complete. 34 months left. Probably not going to poach him. Lando, 34 months left. Verstappen, 58 months left. Not going to poach him. That's going to be quite the hefty buyout fee. So we're going to have to keep looking there. Bahrain feature race results for F2. Isaac Hajar. Gabriel Bortoleto. Martin's your top 3. Dino Ganovich for Prema. Down there in winner in F3. Couldn't think there. Monthly affiliates development update. Hey, Mick Schumacher, still got him. Nothing going there. Frederick Vesti's part of the team, as well as Andrea Kimi Antonelli. He's improved in smoothness and accuracy. To affiliates. There we go. Their contract's going to expire soon. Vesti could be replacement. Going to be a race against Mick. I imagine probably be Vesti. Although, I mean, hey, Mick's still young as well. Scouting drivers. I still would like to bring over a seasoned vet, possibly. Claire. Actually, Carlos, let's check you. Not interested in negotiating. Yeah, we'll see about that. Bottas too old. Gasly could be interesting. Who else? Who else? Maybe Ocon. Who knows? Anyways, as I mentioned, real quick turnaround. Oh, what else? Driver development update. Nothing changing there. Yeah, so real quick turnaround to Saudi Arabia. That'll be out very shortly. Tomorrow, more than likely. Ooh, actually, before we do that, training schedule, pit crew development. Work on pit stop errors. How about that? More worried about losing time to stupid mistakes than slower pit stops in general. Okay, now that that's done, now we can end the episode. Thanks so much for tuning in. I know it's been a while since posting, but back with Mercedes finally. I know wrapped up F1 Manager 23 with Haas, but back with the old stomping grounds here. Hopefully the board will like us this season. It's not going to be impossible to get up to second, hopefully, but see what these new upgrades do. They won't be on the car in time for Jeddah, but let's just hope to stave things off here. But if you're brand new to the channel, please be sure to subscribe, hit that notification bell so you can be notified when episode 2 comes out. Again, going to be tomorrow. Just keep your eyes peeled for that. And to everybody, thank you for watching.